and welcome to my channel. Today I will be making garlic butter. Let's get started. Alright, so what I did is I went and I grabbed one of my dried garlics. I'm going to get this peeled up and diced up. I've put a teaspoon of my room softened butter into a little saucepan. So I'm going to start getting this together to make my garlic butter. I've got that garlic that I minced up in the butter. I just want to brown it just slightly enough to release all that garlic flavor, but I don't want to burn it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of my stick of butter. It's all softened up here. I'm just going to cube it up to make this a little bit easier, and I'm placing it in the container that I'm going to mix it in and store it in. If you want to mix this in a separate bowl and then store it in a different container, you can do that. I'm just doing it all in one because, you know, less cleanup time. Or, you know, so I like to tell myself. So I'm just going to kind of give this butter a little bit of a mix and mash here. I'm going to take my Italian seasoning again. And this is all by the way your heart feels. Let your heart tell you when you've got enough in there. And if you want to use the garlic powder, you can. I just like using fresh in this so you get little chunks of garlic mixed in with it. That doesn't look like it's quite got enough Italian in there for our liking. A little bit more. I'm also going to add a little bit of onion powder in here. Oh yeah, that's looking much better. Garlic is starting to get really fragrant over here. A little bit of the onion powder in here. Get this all mixed together. Now my husband and my son will eat this whole loaf of bread by themselves if I let them. My son's like, Mom, you know you need to make 2 loaves. That way you can have one and Dad and I will share the other one, or Dad and I'll have one and half and you can have a half. We love Italian bread. Garlic bread. Alright. You just want to get your garlic a little bit translucent. I don't want to burn it. I'm going to let this cool for just a minute before I put it in my butter because I don't want to melt this. I want it to stay nice and soft, but I don't want it to melt. So I'm going to give that just a minute to cool down enough so that it doesn't do any damage. Okay, my butter has cooled down enough that it's not going to do any damage when I add it in. So I'm just going to get all this garlic and butter and just put that all right in the container. There we go. That out of the way, and then just mix it up. Now it will melt a little bit, but not a whole lot. And you're going to let it sit. So, oh yeah, that looks amazing. I'm just going to spread it down in there. I've got a damp paper towel. I'm just going to clean the edges of my container up here. What, buddy?
Jokes.
Oh. All right. There is my garlic butter. Oh, don't spill the soda everywhere, please. I'm going to put my lid on the container. Why would you put a leash on a goldfish?
Give it walks in a pond, I guess. I don't know.